Global ice. Doomsday survival time has passed in the blink of an eye for 3 months. In the snow. Outside the Zhang Yi shelters. From the end of the horizon. Many figures appeared faintly. Is slowly walking towards here. Look at the scene in front of you. Zhang Yi was stunned for a second. For a moment he thought he was dazzled. Because in such a cold external environment, how can there be so many people at the same time? So much so that there are people everywhere. Even the final battle of the two bases. There are not that many soldiers assembled here. But when he looked carefully, I found out that it wasn't my hallucination. It's really a lot of vague people moving this way. Zhang Yi, immediately take out your mobile phone and notify everyone. Everyone gather in the living room immediately. Zhang Yi, what happened to my brother? Take a closer look outside. Did something appear? Yang Xingxin controlled the wheelchair to approach the window. She narrowed his eyes and looked carefully, finally perceived the direction of the horizon. That dense. There are a lot of people coming here. Yang Xingxin's face suddenly turned pale. Why are there so many people? Is it the other ones? Did the forces join forces to attack? Soon everyone came to the living room. Uncle Vu asked Zhang Yi. Zhang Yi, what's the situation? Will we fight? Zhang Yi, pick up the telescope and look over there. It sent a chill down his spine. That faint person is not human. Instead, a large group of zombies slowly walking towards this side. Mutants did appear. And everybody was shocked. Then quickly looked through a telescope. In the camera, those zombies towards the shelter. Huge quantity. And move slowly. It's all zombie indeed. Suddenly, the Anju said unexpectedly. These quintals. They didn't all climb out of Zishan base, did they? How can you tell? Liang Yue came to Zhang Yi. She pointed at those zombies and said, you see, carefully. There are some mutant creatures in there, still wearing the clothes of the soldiers of Zishan base. Zhang Yi looking in the direction guided by Ling Yue. Sure enough, look carefully. Really see some mutant creatures, wearing the uniform of a man of lofty ideals. Zhang Yi put down the telescope in his hand. Surprised. His heart gradually calmed down. Weird, isn't it? It was such a cold ice age. Zombie's body was not frozen, can still act. Listen to Zhang Yi, Zhou Qier calmly explained. Maybe some kind of virus was released. Some kind of mutation. Fortunately, it's just some bodies that look a little scary. But it is understood as a human parasitized by the virus. That's what happened. Come on, go get rid of these guys who are trouble. Remember to attack its watermelon. Yeah, it's just a mutant. There is no need to be afraid. Where is the danger? It's just a game of fighting mutant creatures. Even Lu Karen can't help but run over. Act like a spoiled child. Zhang Yi brother gave me a gun. I also want to go shoot zombies. You stay by my side, honestly, and be steady when you shoot. Don't kill your friends by mistake. This is really cool. A group of people walked out the door with weapons. As for Huahua, Zhang Yi, just let him stay at home. Mainly because he is afraid of eating indiscriminately. My stomach is broken. Zhou Qier and Yang Xia, I'm a little scared of these mutants. So I didn't follow him out. Uncle Vu directly turned into a giant. Pick up Gatlin and go for it. Liang Yi also had battles in his eyes. Pulled out the knife and rushed over. Zhang Yi is in the back. Choose to kill with a gun. Zhang Yi and Lu Karen and Zhu Chunli. Because zombies move very slowly, Zhang Yi wants to teach his teammates how to use guns. Zhang Yi, raise your hand and shoot. Immediately a mutant creature was hit. The watermelon fell. Lu Karen and Zhu Chunli are strong. Also quickly raised the gun in his hand. Lu Karen's enthusiastic smile. Zhu Chunli, let's compete. Who will kill zombies better? Then I must have won. I grabbed a gun a month before you. Two people raise their guns and shoot. But all of a sudden, Zhang Yi found something wrong. The mutant who was obviously shot by the watermelon, the thing slowly got up again. Because it was frozen too hard, so it didn't get pierced? That's impossible. Even if it is a zombie, it is still flesh and blood. It's impossible that the bullet can't even penetrate. Zhang Yi, when in doubt, a swarm of mutants, rushing towards the group of Zhang Yi. Zhang Yi opened a huge dimensional door. In front of you, the impact speed of that group of mutant creatures is extremely fast. One by one, they were submerged into the interior of the dimensional gate. Zhu Chunli and Lu Karen breathed a sigh of relief. Great, fortunately, there is the boss's dimensional gate. Use this. You can take this group of brainless mutants. All cleaned up. But Zhu Chunli's voice just fell. The mutant creature that was still rushing forward just now suddenly stopped in front of the dimensional gate. What the hell? Why did they stop? Jiang Yi frowned, realized that things are not easy. Mutant creatures are all zombie. There should be no wisdom at all. But they were able to detect the danger and stop. It's completely illogical. There are only two possibilities. They are not dead, but another creature with intelligence second. Someone is secretly manipulating these mutant creatures. Obviously, the second option is the most likely. Is there an artist who can manipulate mutant creatures? Like the previous time, the soldiers' bodies disappeared for no reason. If so, does that all make sense? The voice just fell. Jiang Yi, take out a flamethrower. Then a fire dragon more than 10 meters long just squirted out. In an instant, a group of mutant creatures burned to ashes. Just when everyone was going to go all out to fight, those mutant creatures turned their heads, scattered ducks, and ran away. This scene stunned the 13 or so people. The first time I heard of mutation. Creatures also feel fear. Strategic retreat. Now, one thing is certain. Someone must be secretly manipulating these mutant creatures when he finds it hard to kill us. In order to preserve these mutant creatures, they chose to run away. Liang Yi frowned and thought for a while, still shook his head. I just can't imagine how humans manipulate tree tips simultaneously. Head mutant. Such a powerful ability. He can be king in Tianhai City. After all, the most outside now is zombie. Gotta figure out what this is. Who's controlling them, and how? After returning to the shelter, Jiang Yi, tell everyone what just happened. Zhou Qi, Yang Xia, and others were also terrified. You can see it in their little pale faces. They were also taken aback. Is there really a ghost? Yang Xia patted his chest in fear, eyes full of fear. Uncle Vu's wife slightly raised her eyebrows and said, hard to say, this kind of thing is always better to believe. Unbelievable. It's best to be in awe. Jiang Yi did not speak. He was sitting on the couch. Start thinking about the strange things that have happened recently. Behind the signs, there must be some big secret hidden. Someone must be manipulating those zombies. Several women were chatting there. When discussing whether a paranormal event, 13 decisively, verdict those mutant creatures. Know to avoid my dimensional door. Also know to run away. This is a manifestation of intelligent life. So, there must be an artist who can manipulate Kunti. Attack us in the dark. 13's statement is quite reasonable. Everyone couldn't help but nod. But Zhou Qi raised confusion again. But why would he come and attack us? We have never offended anyone. To say recently, only Zhao Yu base and Yang Sheng. The two base has a grudge against us. But if they had such great power, did you use it earlier in that war? Why wait until now? It happened so suddenly. Where is it so easy to figure out? Anyway, we are in the shelter and don't go out. It's very safe here. Those mutant creatures alone won't break through. Let's wait and see. Speaking of which, Jiang Yi suddenly thought of something. Look at Yang Xingxin and say, Xingxin has paid attention to other eyesight in recent days. Take a look at this phenomenon that only we encounter. See if other bases have the situation or not. Okay, please leave this to me. The voice just fell.
Truong Yi said to Uncle Vu and Lianju again.
Security, Uncle. Lianju, you need to check your body carefully to prevent getting scratched by those things. If there is a mutated virus, we need to be careful. Uncle Security and Lianju were speechless, but they also understood that Jiang Yi's caution made sense. Okay, we will cooperate with the inspection. Take it easy, I'm not suspecting you, just to be safe. Okay, nothing happened. You two can leave first. Jiang Yi said to the security uncle and Lianju with a smile. Sent two people away. Inside the medical examination room, there are only Jiang Yi and Zhou Qi left. Jiang Yi, let Zhou Qi. The tone became cautious. Kerr, there's something I need you to do. Zhou Qi immediately realized what Jiang Yi wanted him to do. Said, are you asking me to study those mutants? I have to make sure these things really have a virus in them. It's still controlled by one person with the power. If the former, that will be the disaster that covers the entire Amami city. It will even spread to the whole country and even the world. But if it's the latter, 13E's expression became more and more serious. He took a deep breath. Say slowly. That means there is another one in Amami City that we did not know about in the past. Extremely terrifying existence.